Hi guys, Mr. Bryn over here with another video. This is going to be a little bit different. If you watched my latest story time, you know that I'm going to be reading you guys my journal from when I was at the psych ward a month ago. Keep in mind this is kind of long, but I really like to... I don't really know how to explain it. I just want to keep you guys, like, in the loop about what happened to me, and I want you guys to know and feel what I felt. And my story time, I didn't want to make it super long. I felt like it kind of warranted, like, a part 2 of sorts. But this is going to be intense. I'm going to talk about a lot of things, from my mood to what I ate, probably, to things I talked about when I was there. Like, just keep in mind. Okay, so I arrived at a little after 6 to this place called Oaklawn. It is a psych ward, probably about an hour from where I live, but I'm just gonna read you straight through. So when did today? Wednesday, I can't speak. Wednesday, March 1st, 2017. My mood for the day was anxious, and my, like, mood level was a 2 out of 10. Today is my first day at Oaklawn. I left the hospital at 5:30 a.m. and got here after 6. I overdosed on my sleeping pills and should be dead. God saved me. I've never been so close to death before. I was in and out of consciousness from about 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. My mom said I should be dead because my blood pressure dropped so low. I felt scared at first, fearing the same isolation and lack of understanding that I had at Pine Rest 6 years ago. I made myself go to group after sleeping most of the day. I had to tell how I got here and talk about why I wanted and tried to kill myself. I told the group about Dad dying and Mom drinking and wanting me dead. Everyone felt upset. Most of the patients are older than me, like adults. I know I'm 18, but these people are 40 years and older. Except Angelica, my roommate. I'm the youngest there, and the only one in a hospital gown and not normal clothes, but I feel welcome here. We also talked about masks, what the outside world sees us as versus what we see on the inside. Everyone thinks I'm this happy, bubbly, confident, earthly, upbeat, cool, full of spunk kid that loves everything in life. I wish that was how I felt. I'm anxious day and night. I have severe panic attacks that mimic heart attacks. I battle depression that has led to cutting, that's put me away in ER and a mental institution, which is Pine Rest. An eating problem, severe night terrors that make me avoid sleep until I pass out, and so much crying, self-hatred, and guilt. Then there's my suicidal thoughts, and now an attempt that led to this. I'm sure Jake won't talk to me again, or maybe his mom won't allow it. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I thought my death would bring everyone peace. I'm sorry for hurting everyone while I was hurting. Getting better is hard, especially when you're this down. But I am trying. I like it here. I feel safe, I feel welcome, I feel understood. With Jake, he never understood me and didn't protect me despite knowing I planned to do this. I feel terrible inside, but relieved. That night was surreal, like in a movie. I felt like I wasn't in my own body. I should be dead, but I'm not. I'm going in to get better. I am. So this first day, I was really scared to not be understood about my problems and to be judged and to feel isolated. I wasn't going to go to the groups, which the groups were all different. There was an AM and PM meeting where we just, like, discussed our goals for the day and if we met them and just, like, how our mood and stuff is. Then we had groups throughout the day where we talked about all kinds of things. Like, we ended up talking about, like, our medications the first day. We talked about food and, like, I'm trying to remember what it's called, but, like, you know, how many, like, grains you're supposed to get, like, how much dairy, like, that kind of thing. Like, healthy eating habits. We talked about general health, like sleeping, eating, like, what goes on, like, inside of us, like, our organs and everything. We talked about like our stressors. We talked about the masks and stuff. Obviously, we did talk therapy every day, where we just talked about what was ever on our mind. We talked about gratitude. We talked about the ABCs of recovery. We talked about a lot of things. There was a lot of different groups, and they were amazing. So if you're ever like battling depression, like a group it will do wonders for you. I promise. So, Thursday, March 2nd, 2017. My daily feeling was okay, and my daily mood was 4 out of 10. Today was good. I'm on Zoloft and also Trazodone for my sleep. I am not taking that anymore. They only gave me that the first night. But I feel calmer, less anxious. I actually ate 3 meals today, something I'm not used to. I usually eat once a day. I also sat and watched Charmed, Pirates of the Caribbean, Swamp People, which is a great show. And obviously my favorite show is Supernatural, which was great. I felt calm all day. My goal was to not cry, but I did at visiting time. I met with the doctor about how I'm doing and about my treatment plan. I might go home mid next week. I just want to be better. I do feel better. It's like nothing ever happened, mainly since I was barely conscious for it. Which I think in some respects is kind of a good thing. Less traumatic, I guess. But the whole situation was just, I don't really know. I can't even imagine how Jacob feels. I refer to him as Jacob a lot, which I usually don't do. It's usually Jake. But I refer to him as Jacob kind of as a distance thing, more of like, it's hard to explain, but usually I only call him Jacob when I'm like upset. Usually Jake is like more casual, like, yeah, you're like my best friend, but Jacob is like, oh, I'm mad at you, or like, I'm upset and hurting. But in this case, it's more of like me kind of keeping a distance, which won't make sense to you guys, but him and I have talked about a lot of things, so it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to let you know that. He probably hates me and won't want to see me or talk to me ever again. That's not what happened. I literally just saw him yesterday for the first time in a month, but I probably won't get to see him before I move out. It hurts my heart because I do love him and I thought my death would bring everyone peace, especially him and my mom. Excuse me. Sorry isn't and will never be enough. I just need to get better for me. On a lighter note, I dreamt of Niall, which is rare. Obviously you can see pictures of Niall behind me, Niall from One Direction. I am not going to talk about that in any of my videos. I just want you guys to be aware. I'm keeping that out of life and YouTube. But those of you who know me know what I'm talking about. It was him being cute and in love with me. He was really just cute more than anything. I wish I could be with him. I feel like he'd help me so much, but I'm dealing. Again, I'm not going to talk about him in any of my videos. It's just, this is what is written. The food here isn't half bad. I've been eating as much as I can. I want to be healthier because my eating is bad. So is my sleep, but I'm pushing through. My eating is horrible. I've lost a lot of weight in a very short period of time, but a person can try. We learned about nutrition in our first group. Oh, we learned about it on Thursday, not Wednesday, never mind. We also did a group about gratitude, which was really good. I love our groups. At first I was scared because people scare me, but the people here are like family to me now. And I've barely been here 2 days. Progress. I'm going to say this word a lot. Be prepared. Mom came and stayed the whole visiting time. We talked about a lot. We talked about how I'm doing and how I needed this. We might do therapy together. I was upset that Jacob's mom asked why 911 was called. She just doesn't understand how serious this is. I need help. But me almost dying brought me closer to my mom. I'm so happy for that. I'm grateful and blessed. I grew closer to Kenny. I don't know if I should tell his story. I don't think that I really have a right to talk about him. But everyone wanted me to make like a story about this because I wrote so much and everyone gave me shit. But I'm going to talk about it just because I think that it's necessary. But he was a really good guy. He's still alive, I hope. I hope that he's doing well. But he hung himself and was found. Like, he had died. Like, they revived him. But it was really, really intense. Like, I didn't even notice the marks around his neck and, like, his eyes and stuff, because I don't really pay attention to appearance. I just pay attention to, like, people. But, like, there's that commonality, because I was this close to death. He actually did die, like, I don't know. But I'm glad. He might be 41, but he's really nice and it's funny. He has marks around his neck and blood spots in his eyes, but I don't mind. He's a nice guy, and I'm very thankful he was brought back, which is true. He was probably my best friend there. Like, he was amazing. He was kind of like a father figure to me. Me and Jimmy are good friends, too. He's 45, but he's offered so much advice. He has a good heart. The world needs people like him. He's so open and honest and recognized who I am inside. He sees that bright, smiley, colorful human that I've never truly felt I was. Progress. Honestly, I love it here. I'm so thankful. You can't get this when you're dead. Stay strong. You are loved. That was Thursday. So Friday, March 3rd, 2017. My daily feeling was hopeful, and my daily mood was 6 out of 10, which is an improvement. And I started writing the words of the day, which the word of the day for that was hope, and the thought of the day was keep hope alive, which we created in our AM group. I never mentioned the irony, but my main nurse's name is Jacob, which is true. It was really creepy. When I found out that his name was Jacob, I was just like, what the fuck, God? He's fantastic. The staff here is doing what I've needed from people. This isn't just a paycheck to them. I'm a human being whose life matters. Oaklawn is everything I've needed and more. I ate breakfast and attended group. We did a flower chart where we put stressors, a support system, good traits, and what we like to do. We also had a long group where we just talked, which was talk therapy. I let out a lot and almost cried but didn't. It felt good to be heard. I needed that. I needed people who can understand me and actually listen. Jacob can't offer me that. And I say that simply for the fact that when you haven't gone through certain things, you can't relate. Whereas, like, I was with a group of people who, you know, battle severe anxiety, who have been severely depressed, who have had suicide attempts and been suicidal. Like, there's that common ground, if that makes sense. Maybe it's best if we part ways. That's not what happened, but I called his mom and she said he's okay. She reassured that it's not his fault. And it's not. It's no one's fault. It's on me. I will never blame anyone for what happened to me. But I never meant to hurt anyone, especially him. But I can't fix this. And he may not let me. I have to be okay with losing him if he decides to leave again. I hurt him, and he can't come back from that. I think he's relieved that I'm not dead, though. But I can't know, nor can I talk to him. It sucks because he's always been my biggest support, and I really do love him. This is my test to see how I cope with hard things happening. I need to be okay no matter what happens. And I will. We watched Happy Gilmore, me, Kenny, and Angelica. We're like a trio. I like them. Mark, Ron, and Ronald left, so group is a little less talkative. I chimed in a lot today, something I'm trying to be better about. I'm an introverted extrovert, and it's not easy. But here it is. Basically, an introverted extrovert is someone who can be outgoing, but is also needs, like, their space and stuff. They're really good with people, but also really not. Like, it's a very hard combination. I have a very complex personality that it's incredibly hard to deal with being an introverted extrovert. Like, it's a hard complex to have, plus having borderline personality disorder and severe anxiety. Like, a lot of things just become harder because of that complex. I've made friends here, something I've always struggled with. This place has honestly changed my life, and I love it. Kenny did a magic trick where he predicted Angelica's answers. It blew my mind. Kenny is really amazing. We did a lot today in group. Lots of participation. I feel good talking. I also talked to a lady today about my story. I mean, like, the story about what happened to me. And I felt very good. but also very sad. I felt very out of my body, like I was watching a movie. It's so strange. I still sometimes feel that way, if I'm absolutely honest. Like, after I woke up at Oaklawn, I was just like, this feels like a movie. Like, this does not feel real at all. It's a very surreal feeling, and it's not a pleasant feeling. I met a new girl who's also 18 named Cherish. She's pretty and seems shy. I smile when I see her more for her reassurance. I like getting others to smile. God kept me here for that. I sat back and realized people love me and God loves me, something I didn't know before almost dying. I thought my death would be like Jesus and I would die for others. I now clearly realize I'm needed here. For people like Cherish who need a person to smile. For Angelica as a support system. For Jimmy and Ronald to give advice like they're my parent. For Kenny who has nobody on the outside. I'm needed and wanted on Earth. It took me almost dying for that. It's so amazing that I got to learn this. I needed Oaklawn. God has blessed me. I am so much happier now. Thank you. I didn't eat as much today, but I tried. I started bleeding too, even though I'm 2 weeks early. TMI, I know. I forgot that I wrote that, but... sorry. Today has been good. I'm sitting with my friends watching Dukes of Hazzard, thinking of my dad. My dad loves Dukes of Hazzard, like, with all of his existence. I always thought it was stupid, but sitting back, I thought about sitting with him and watching it, and how much I miss that, but... I smile, a true smile. To learn to live, you must learn to die. Maury taught me that. There's this book called Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom, which I'm actually rereading. We watched the movie in my psych class last year, and I decided to read the book. It's based on a true story, but it's fucking amazing. It has some of the best life lessons you will ever learn. It is amazing. Like, if you want a good book, one of the best books I've ever read. Please read it. It's fucking amazing. Now I understand, especially about my illness. Borderline personality disorder. I get it, and I'll say it again. This place is amazing. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I might make a video where I talk about my illness, where I just explain it to you guys, because I think that it's necessary, because it's not very uncommon. Like, it's something that exists. But I want to tell my story about that night to get it out. So I've been planning suicide for a while now, which is why me and Jacob have been fighting. He's been so cold and distant, as if he wanted me dead. I have no idea how he's handling this. His mom made no remark that he's even upset, but that he's good. I don't know. But I want to see him. Oh, but I went to see him at college as a final goodbye, and he was so distant. It was like I saw a different person. My best friend was dead, basically. It was that final stab that made me sure I should be dead. I wrote out a suicide note, sobbing. After I stopped crying, I told Jacob I loved him and that I was sorry. I said I overdosed and that it was too late. I was also on the phone with my mom to say I loved her and that this was what God wanted. She put Alan on a while she called 911. It's my brother, by the way. The 20 pills hit me hard and fast. I cried as I looked up how lethal my pills would be. My ideal death has always been stabbing my heart, but I couldn't do that. Pills seemed more compassionate. They'd slow my heart until I was in a coma and then would stop altogether. I became very tired and dizzy, barely able to walk. Jacob called his mom and she came out shouting for me. I cried, "Please just let me die," several times. She hauled me inside to talk to the police. I was hit by the pills hard as hell. It was raining like hell out too. The universe was crying for me, it felt. They took me to the hospital in an ambulance. I was half conscious. I wasn't in my body. That's when the movie feeling hit me. I felt half dead as an IV was put in me, which stayed in my arm until about 6 a.m. I was at the hospital from about 9 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. I remember mostly nothing. I was in and out of consciousness. Dying. I met the community mental health guy at like midnight. He's why I'm here. God bless him. Mom came back and stayed with me. She stayed until like 2 a.m. So basically I was almost dead. Mom said I was unconscious, but maybe I did actually stop breathing at one point. My blood pressure was non-existent, and I should be dead. Yet here I am. It feels so unreal, like it never happened, but I'm thankful it did. I needed this to happen. Now I'm waiting for my meds for our last group of the day. Then bedtime. It was a good day. I haven't had that in a long time. That's progress. Everyone here is good for my recovery. I will leave here better, stronger, happier, and healthier. I'm excited for life after this. Life is precious. Progress. So another day gone by. Saturday, March 4th, 2017. My daily mood was fantastic, and the number was 9 out of 10. Our word of the day was excited, and our thought of the day was keep on keeping on. Today's been good. Better. I slept a little rougher last night. I was up and down. Basically, I was awake, on and off. I haven't really had problems sleeping since starting in tuna, which is the other stuff that I'm on, not the stuff I OD'd on. But I have been these past 2 nights. I woke up at 7:15, showered, got dressed, and ate breakfast with my friends. With my friends. I've never been able to say that before. I never had friends to sit with except Jacob, who offered to sit with me every day at lunch junior year. He's my only friend. And it was true. He was really my only friend at all in school. Like, I never had friends in school. Like, true friends. Not that I'm slamming anyone that I'm friends with, but he was and has always been, like, my true friend. But now I have friends. No, they're not him, but we sit together at every meal, talking, smiling, happy. Better. I've been told all morning that I have such a bright smile, and I realize now that I do. I looked into the mirror and saw me. I saw a human being today, a beautiful one. I didn't see the broken smile of a broken child. I saw Sarah, the Sarah I should be, not the one in a coffin at 18. I'm too young to die. I have a life ahead of me, a writing career, having a family, fixing relationships I damaged while I was in pain, fixing me. This place was a slap in the face I needed. My meds really aren't helping. I'm less anxious, less afraid of people, more open and talkative and outgoing. I'm biting my nails, less a habit I've had since I was very young. I remember being told by a lady who I went to daycare with for like 6 years that biting my nails was a nervous habit. Why are you so anxious? I understand why now. I understand my anxiety, its triggers, its addiction, its pain, its magnitude, its effect, its destruction, and I'm finding its cure here. That is probably the most important line in this entire journal. It really is. I met with the doctor today. I told him I'm doing so well. No anxiety, no depression, no suicidal thoughts. I am bothered by the Jacob situation, but as I told my mom on the phone, I have to accept and deal with whatever happens. Plus, I will understand his decision no matter what it is. I can ask for his forgiveness, and if he still loves me and stays in my life, then I am so blessed by God for giving me something I don't deserve. I attended AA today, even though I'm not an addict. I clearly don't drink. But I listened to Corey and Angelica's stories. I enjoyed learning. I love learning even if it doesn't affect me. It does, though, because of my mother. I like to learn about others and how they got here and how they became who they are. They are my friends. I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder. It's been raining all day. We're doing a Harry Potter marathon, and I'm enjoying it. It was nice to see Angelica nerd out and happy. Corey as well. Cherish is coming around, opening up more. I think because I've offered her comfort. I fucking hate this spider scene in Chamber of Secrets. Fuck that shit. I'd be long dead. Bye. It's still good to chill with my group. I'm friends with almost everyone. Leroy and John aren't super active, and Priscilla's still very reserved. But I'm so nice to everyone. Just my smile alone brightens people's spirits. I'm meant for that. Everyone loves my smile. It's my trademark. I like that. I like knowing God kept me here for that. But for my healing, too. I'll keep you posted. I'm out of ideas right now. It's almost 1 p.m. Group is soon. See ya. So we had group today. Talk therapy. Today Jimmy talked a lot. I like him, but he talks so much and none of us can get a word in. I got to hear people speak about toxic relationships. I've learned more about these people than I know about my best friend. I talked about him in group. Amy asked if maybe he's not actually good for me. It really opened up my eyes how he doesn't truly love me. He almost let me die. Yet my mom didn't. This week has taught me a lot. Him and I have talked about that, by the way, and things are cleared up, but progress. I've offered people my outside contacts so they don't feel alone. We all have each other. We need them. It's been a long day, but I'm in a fantastic mood. This place has given me so much life. When I called Mom, she said I sounded better and happier, and I really am. It's not a facade. I really am happy and comfortable for the first time in my life. I needed this. Oh, excuse me. So yet again, I thank God for this and for my mom saving me. Had I not called her, I'd be dead, because Jacob wouldn't have done anything. I know that me calling her was because I wanted to be saved and knew nobody else would. I could have not called her and just laid down and died semi-peacefully from my heart just stopping, but I didn't do that. I reached out just one last time, hoping to be saved. And I was. I'm being saved now. I am so blessed. This experience is a blessing from God, and I'm so thankful. We've watched 4 of the 5 Harry Potter movies. That's all we've done is watch movies all day today and yesterday. I love it. I love this. I got told by Corey that he likes my hair. I also saw Candace and talked about my day, which was very good. Journaling is very helpful. Plus, Mom said she'd come tomorrow, so that's good. I also might be leaving Monday, but probably Tuesday. I'm not gunning to leave, but I'm excited for life after this. Here I've started my life, living for myself and not everyone else. I needed to start doing that. I helped make a pizza move. It was me, Jimmy, Corey, and Angelica lifting doughy pizzas onto a pan. It was teamwork and it was fun. It was really weird. You wouldn't understand unless you were there, but it was fun. We ate pizza and did our final group. I'm the cafeteria person tomorrow. I'm getting my meds soon. Man, I'm tired, but it's been a good day. Sleep tight. Progress. Sunday, March 5th, 2017. My daily feeling was bright and my mood was 9 out of 10. That's great. I think that it used to be 7 out of 10, but I changed it. Word of the day was gratitude and thought of the day was stay focused. That melatonin knocked me out, man. I'm tired as hell and might take a nap for the first time in a while. I made myself eat some food this morning. I'm feeling today. I'm happy, just lethargic, but Mom should be coming at 3, so that'll be nice. We did 2 groups and I opened up about my mom's arrest and my sexual abuse and maybe ending my relationship with Jacob. I've never been able to openly talk about my sexual abuse before, really not even with my best friend, but I need to so I can heal. I also talked about Regen too, which was nice. I love talking about my published book. Go buy it on Amazon. It reminds me that I am good at something. We also finished Harry Potter today. Lunch was pretty good, but I've got this on and off headache today. Maybe it's from my new meds or my Elavil leaving my body from my overdose, but I should be okay. Group is soon and visiting is in 3 hours. I'm excited to see Mom and talk to her. We're watching NASCAR, but I got tired and took a power nap for like 40 minutes. I passed out all my notes to everyone too. They all liked them. Warms my heart. Writing is my strong suit. I wrote everyone notes just to they were just like a page or 2, just of me saying that I appreciate them and what they've done for me. Alan had to come, so I saw him. He couldn't move the chair, which was funny. They were filled with 50 pounds of sand, so they were hard to move. He joked a bit. Everyone asked if he was my twin since we look so alike. No. He's 3 years younger than me. He's the baby. Apparently they were late because my mom's boyfriend got chatting and they missed the exit. I've laughed a lot today despite the headache. It feels so good to laugh and smile again and have it be genuine. I talked to Mom for about an hour. We talked about me moving back home, my attempt, me maybe not being friends with Jake anymore, Alan, irony about how Gary got a depression pamphlet from the people my mom does Jehovah's Witness with the day I tried to kill myself, which was very ironic. That was creepy. A lot was discussed. We joked a lot too in addition to the dark things. I like it here. I'm better and it's genuine, not fake like before. It feels good. We're leaving. I inhaled my dinner. Shit, was I hungry tonight. We're watching Big Mama's House. I found out I might be leaving tomorrow and not Tuesday. Everyone leaving tomorrow has filled out safety plans and I filled mine out Friday, so I should be leaving tomorrow. I don't mind being here until Tuesday, but I am ready to go back out into the real world. Mom brought my Bible and Regen today. Nikki's reading it now. Everyone's super excited to read it, so am I. Regen is my whole life and career. It's my life, not just a random book. It's almost 8. It's been a long day, honestly. My headache is mostly gone, which is good. Everyone loved their letters. It made them smile, which made me smile. Brought everyone's spirits up. We don't look like our illness, Priscilla said in group. I agree 100%. Today was good. It was my best day so far. If I go tomorrow, I'm okay with that because it was so amazing here. We all sit here laughing, like family. I needed this. I got a bloody nose because it's so dry in here. But I'm still happy, so happy. I think I'm going to end today's journal. Actually, no. Priscilla stopped me to tell me I have a writer's aura about me, that I'm so bright with a sincere smile that I'm going to blow up someday with my gift, that my darkness will turn to something beautiful, that she'll be at my next book signing telling people she knows me. Can't stop smiling. That made my day. So did making everyone happy with the letters. I did the same thing for my teachers before graduation. My writing changes lives. God gave me a gift and I'm never going to stop using it. Progress. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, sweet dreams. I told you that would be a long video. I'm glad that it stopped right at the end so we can just keep going. I'm almost done, I promise. Let's keep going. Monday, March 6, 2017. My daily feeling was happy and my mood was 10 out of 10. And our word of the day was motivation and the thought of the day was learning is earning. I slept all right, but I'm slightly tired. Taking a shower helped, though. Felt nice. I ate some breakfast and got my meds. Found out today's not my release day, tomorrow is. But I'm okay with that. I'm sitting watching Life of Pi, ironically what I read for AP Lit last year. It's very fitting to us here. That is a very good book, please go read it. Harry Potter was good for me too. I plan to read a lot in my Bible today since Mom brought it yesterday. I didn't do that. I'm doing the writing today for community group. It was called The Secretary. And I'm less nervous than I would be if I wasn't on meds. I'm ready to do more, be more brave. I already am brave, ask anybody, but I want to be more active with people. I led group meeting and did very well. I wasn't as nervous as I thought I'd be. I know everyone, so it's less stressful. This place has helped me. In group we did problem solving, did some activities where we look at perspective. We have talk therapy soon. Our question of the day was, who or what motivates you in life? I said my writing, especially after my letters. I was told I have a gift that makes me smile. Talk therapy was nice. Priscilla made a good point and a good analogy to feeling like a dumpster full of trash that's overflowing and can't hold anything anymore. It needs to be emptied and start fresh. I relate so much to that. If anyone knows me, I make trash jokes about myself. Not to be funny, like I used to mean it. Like I would say like I'm trash and people would think it's funny. Like when I was Timmy, my nickname was Timmy Trash and it pissed me off because it wasn't funny to me and it's still not funny to me. But that's why that analogy makes sense to me. If you call me trash, I will punch you in the face, just letting you know. I talked about my mom and how if she'd been drinking still, I'd be dead because she'd have hung up or yelled at me, and I'd be dead. This place made me feel so thankful for what I've learned. I'm a new person, a better person. I'm who and what I should be, what and who the world needs. Corey, Priscilla, John, and Nikki left today. I'm gonna miss them. They saved me. We talked about co-occurring things, which is basically like when you have two illnesses that coincide, like I think a good example is like when you have depression and anxiety, plus you have bad coping skills on top of it. It was very beneficial and helped my creative juices. After that, I talked to Suzanne. I'm leaving tomorrow sometime after lunch. She's moving my Zoloft from 50 to 100 milligrams to provide that extra support for when I leave. I wonder if you guys can hear that rain. I'm in Ireland, I'm just kidding. I went and bragged to the nurses about regen. I did this literally all day Monday when I was there. I couldn't stop smiling. It's my pride and joy. My writing is my godsend. Again, go buy it. It's on Amazon. We discussed anxiety with Clint, which was beneficial. My biggest illness is my anxiety, which is one of the main reasons I'm on Zoloft. I participate so much in groups. I'm very helpful. Clint likes the blue of my hair. Obviously, my hair is different. Like, I hadn't dyed my hair in 2 months. Like, this is fairly new. Like, I did this literally just a week ago. It's beautiful. I love it. Everyone likes my hair, so do I. I can't wait to get out and dye my hair again. Coloring it is what I like best about me physically. It's a big part of my personality and who I am. Now I'm chilling with Cherish and Jimmy waiting for dinner. I'm hungry today, just like yesterday. It's weird because I'm usually not hungry. I went from barely eating to 3 meals a day. Tomorrow's my last day here. I talked to Mom and she said my stuff is moved back home. It stings my heart a little bit. She really doesn't want anything to do with me. I mean Jake's mom. Which is completely not true. The situation was talked about and I understand more now. This has really made me aware of who has my back and who doesn't. I feel like Jacob and his mom have basically given up on me. It hurts, but I have to just accept it. Maybe it's better this way. I guess goodbye. Dinner was great. We watched Cheaper by the Dozen. It's been a good relaxing day. I've basically done nothing all day. My goal for today was to take a nap, but I haven't and probably won't. I'm a little tired, but I should be okay. Antoine's working the night. That guy's a hoot. He's the guy that helped us make the pizza, by the way. He's one of the nurses. I told him I wrote a book and he said he'll read it tonight. That's great. Everyone here is great. Kenny did his magic trick to Cherish. She was mind blown. Me and Angelica were smiling in anticipation. I talked to Mom. I'm leaving at 6:30, so I have my last day to go to all the groups. That's good. I also talked to Teresa about my anxiety with Jacob, but how I'm more okay now. I'm much better. I'll miss this place and these people. They've become my friends. They've helped me heal and grow. I'm excited and ready to go back out into the world. I'm ready. Progress. I did the secretary job again, and Antoine said I do it very well. I'm cool, calm, quick-witted, and relaxed at it. So many compliments here. It's crazy how appreciated I am here, but not on the outside. I still feel that way, if I'm absolutely honest. Like, this whole situation has taught me so much about my relationships with people, and the fact in the outside world compliments are so rare, but there it was just, I don't know, much more genuine. I learned to end bad relationships and build ones like I did here. I've learned to make friends, a lifelong struggle of mine. The new guy Matthew taught me growth mindset. He talked about all of Edison's non-working light bulbs and how everyone called him a failure. But he didn't see it that way. He learned how each one didn't work until he finally got it right. Growth mindset is basically learning from your failures and continuing to grow and get better and not give up. It really spoke to me. I like that. I'll use that. I guess I'm ending it here. I gave Antoine Regen, so hopefully he likes it and hopefully everyone buys a copy. Tomorrow is discharge day. I'm ready. Last group day with my new friends. I am ready. Progress. Good night. I hope you guys can hear me over this rain. If not, I'll just redo the video. Tuesday, March 7th, 2017. Daily feeling is good. My mood was 7 out of 10. Our word of the day was, I believe, virtues, and our thought of the day was, always be virtuous. Today is my last day. I'm well rested. It's very early, probably only 7. I'm usually not up until breakfast at 8. I never feel well rested, but I do today. I'm going to miss everyone, the patients and staff. I never thought I'd like it here. I was scared. I cried a lot my first day and had a panic attack, but now, man, I love everything about here. I mean, the pads suck, no Q-tips, and I can't wait to shave, but everything else is perfect. Progress. I ate breakfast with my group. It's been a very slow morning. It's only 8:30. Ugh. I'm ready for group. Today's group looks good, so I'm glad to spend my last day here. Matthew is amazing. Very wise, very spiritual. We also got 2 new girls today, and Erica yesterday. I smile at everyone and tell them good morning. I talked to Suzanne and the doctor about my discharge. I'm obviously nervous about Mom maybe drinking and the Jacob situation, but not like I would be if I wasn't on medication. Which is very true, like, those situations and stuff, like, I've dealt with, and I'm handling them very well. I'm just handling things so much better in general. I'm hurt and frustrated by him and his mom, but I'm coping. I'm not focused on the bad, but on the potential good. Mom's been very understanding and better at communicating. Things are looking up. I look forward to the future for the first time in my life. I have a future. How weird. Everyone's been talking about Regen, so I have my career to look forward to. Getting married, having kids, maybe college. I'm excited. Progress. Today has been deep. The new girl Kanasha told her story and it hit me hard. I can relate because I wanted to not be here for others. To be aborted. It hurt my heart. Then Matthew told a story about finding his war friend dead from suicide, and he started breaking down and tears filled my eyes. He never really explained how he found his friend, but the way that he described how traumatic seeing his dead body was, I assume it was a gun. Which gunshot wounds are not pretty at all, especially suicide, especially if you use like a shotgun. It's very disturbing. But I assume that that's what he was talking about, just because of the way that he broke down. Like, he said that it was graphic, so that's just where my mind goes with that. Life is precious. I can't imagine that image, but I think of what if I found my dad dead? Because that's how my dad died. It was a gunshot. I mean, his brains weren't blown out. Like, they were allowed to show him in a coffin. Like, it wasn't as brutal and graphic as it could have been. But it would have pushed me over the edge. My guilt now would have killed me. Then I think of Jake's mom finding me, dead from overdosing on pills. That made me damn near cry. I barely cried here except my first day. That hit me deep in the soul. I will never forget that. I needed to hear that story because now I never want to attempt suicide again, ever. I want to live progress. Lunch was hard to eat. My jaw and teeth hurt from clenching my teeth in my sleep. It sucks because I was hungry as hell. My tummy growled while talk therapy, which sucked since it was so emotional. OMG, we played ping pong. I kept score though because I'm a loser and don't like ping pong. It was so fun. We had a good time. Meredith is good at it. She led most of our groups, by the way. Angelica was super stoked, and Jimmy was basically the Energizer Bunny. Jacob did a group about general health, like food, sleep, bones, etc. It was interesting. I know a lot of what he told. Apparently the average human is supposed to take 10,000 steps or 2 miles. It's my last class. Now I just have dinner. The meatloaf better be good or I'm smacking Kenny. That Dick Van Dyke movie is never a dull moment. Never seen it, but Dick Van Dyke is my favorite actor and it's my last day, so I got to pick. It was good. Dick Van Dyke is a legend. It's true. If you don't know who Dick Van Dyke is, please don't ever be friends with me because that man is my hero and I'm offended. That was a good movie, though. Dinner was good. Kenny was right. The meatloaf was good. I sat with my crew. Kenny, Jimmy, and Angelica like I have for a week now. A week. 7 days. That's how long I've been here. Isn't that crazy? I leave in an hour, so I'm going to chill with my friends before I go. I might cry. I'll miss everyone. The only friends I've ever had. I've only been here a week, and I've made better friends than I did in school. Kenny showed us how he did his magic trick. I feel so cheated and betrayed. Triggered. I'm joking, by the way. But seriously, I feel so dumb for not knowing how he did it. He's a genius. And I'm going to miss him, and everyone, honestly. This has been the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm so blessed. God is good. Progress. I'll talk to you later. Have a good afternoon. And I never continued past that. That day was where I stopped. But I know. It's like 43 pages of me reading. I know it's long, and I know this video is long, and I'm sorry. There's a lot of emotion. I know you guys are feeling emotional by certain things, but I hope that you learned something from this. I was only there a week, and I wrote that much. I wrote about half of this comp book while I was there. So, find something that intrigues you. Like, I get it, depression sucks. Like, I love writing, but writing was not possible when you fall that deep. But I hope you learned something from my videos. More so these ones, just because it's a very big reality check. Like, it's a very real thing that happened. I'm not making it up. It really did happen. Like, I really did almost die a month ago. But just wanted to share my story with you guys. Felt like you guys deserve to know. And this, of all things, will definitely be the one thing that helps. Like, if my channel is going to do anything helpful, this video is where that truly begins. So, I hope that you learned something from me telling about my story to me reading to you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully a happier, less emotional one. Let's get into a routine where I can talk about happier things. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Bye-bye.